Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And that one won't stay inside of the landing zone. It finds the sideline, and this drive's going to start from the 40. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Got his man. Shakir has it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of a defense.
Another one for Cook. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs from the 37. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Setting up the running back screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. It's his running back. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles, nothing. Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Gun.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
11 MT, Kate. Here we go. Stop.
Going play action here. Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He's looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Miller. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Big 13.
And in motion out of the slot.
13.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here we go. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll run. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Burrow has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
That's another Eagles first down.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
I'm 1, ready?
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
11. Let's get set. Stop.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Dumps this off to Cook. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Hurts now on fourth. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on fourth down. That gets him the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And they're trying to will it further, but it just doesn't have the mustard. This one falls short. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Burrow on 1st down. Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. What?
Handoff here for Miller. Still has some space inside the 35. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Gun.
Running once more with Miller. Gets it to the 15. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys...
Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Bills are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. A gain of 15 there. And the Bills have a first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Good.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Eagles are on it, so down he goes. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
12. Here we go.
Burrow on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talents, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make the defense pay.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 40-yard line.
Burrow out of the shotgun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Pass complete to Goddard. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down, Eagles.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Caught near the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. You see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
Burrow now against the blitz. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. down. On comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from just 23 yards away. Elliott connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Bass to kick
Bass
off.
now to kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
47-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
One, ready?
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Philadelphia.
11 mighty. 180.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Next on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, and it paid dividends.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
180.
Off the play fake, Burrow lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Some money down. I put money down. I know you love. All my people there. All what I love.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Strong with the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No touch that. Right, anyway.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
Moves to second and 10.
Hey, easy, see? No touch that.
Hurts yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing third and long.
10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Right, anyway. No touch.
On third down, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that brings up fourth and long. The Bills with a punt team out there. Matthew Hayball to kick this away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So it'll be second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now on first down. Vacates quickly left side. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Back to the well again. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Okay, we both know this pace can't continue, but they got to enjoy it as they can. And that football shouldn't go to anybody else until that defense proves they can stop them.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. On on first down. Here's Burrow. Catch made underneath by the back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1-1, ready?
First down and 10 yards to go.
Gun. Shot. What? Shot.
Burrow to the air now. Looking to his fullback now. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Easy, 63, 180.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's caught. This is Addison. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
47-yard line.
Hurts. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Incomplete.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The Bills' 45-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
He's now to the running back. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Dumped off to his running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Eagles approaching win number 7 on the year. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Cook. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
First down.
On 1st down, Hurts headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did. And of course, he's throwaway.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Bills, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Peter inbounds. Oh, what a play!
A gain of 22
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out.
Another Bills.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
10 at the 15-yard
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. And he's on the mark, Jackson Hollis. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Escapes the pocket. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Chuck on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Design quarterback run here. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And and we know how